Hey guys, it's your girl, Lady Fatu or Fatima. Um, I was coming here to show y'all what I'm cooking up today, and I promise you, it wasn't this that I'm showing you. It's actually this chicken. But you know what? Since these goats keep coming in my damn yard, I might as well practice on and maybe cooking one of them up. See, two of them just went in the backyard. So, y'all, I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm ready to show y'all how to cook yassa chicken or chicken yassa. Let me tell you, I cooked fish yassa for the first time 2 days ago, and I fell in love with it. So look, for the chicken yassa, you need chicken, and I've already washed it. Y'all know we don't play that. I've washed it and I've seasoned it. And what I've seasoned the chicken, my chicken with, are these ingredients. Hopefully y'all can see it. I just got some chicken seasoning, a little bit of lemon pepper, roasted garlic. Y'all know I got that from the U.S. And some black pepper. All right. And then also I did sprinkle a little bit of this seasoning that I got from the store. Now, for the chicken yassa, y'all, you need a crap load of cut onions. So I'm getting ready to cut my onions up, and I'm going to put them in this clean bowl. And for the onions, what you're going to need is this seasoning that I bought from the supermarket, some lemon juice, paprika, yellow mustard. I know, it sounds crazy, right? Oh, you know what I also need? I need some vinegar. Ooh, hold on, let's get that. Okay, y'all. So I got my vinegar. So these two are the main ingredients, the mustard and I would say the paprika, but probably red wine vinaigrette. Oh, even in lemon juice. Now the lemon juice, y'all, is optional. They say it's optional, okay? Now, what I'm going to do though, I've already seasoned up my chicken just the way I want it, and I'm getting ready to fry the chicken. I do have a mixture of vegetable oil. I know it's not the best for y'all, I know, but I got a mixture of vegetable oil and olive oil, okay? Trying not to eat too much vegetable oil, but y'all, I'm finna fry up my chicken, and then we're gonna cut up the onions, okay? All right, be back. Okay, so I got my chicken frying up in the pan. Now what I'm gonna do is start cutting up my onions. And it's a weird combination as far as how this goes. Y'all, it's kind of weird because when you think about onions, you don't really think about mustard on the onions unless it's on a cheeseburger. Yeah, that sounds so good right now. But unless it's on a cheeseburger. But what you gotta do, y'all, you gotta cut up a lot of onions. Onions is the main ingredient for chicken yassa, okay? And y'all, this ain't a cooking show. I just wanted to show y'all one of the foods that I eat here in the Gambia. Also, you can also cut up some garlic. It's your choice if you want garlic. And I'm gonna also put a little bit of scallions. And I'm gonna also put mushrooms. I haven't seen the recipe with mushrooms, but hey, it can't hurt, okay? All right, y'all, be right back with the onions. Okay, y'all, so I got all my onions cut up. Yes, it took me a few minutes, but I got all my onions cut up. Don't worry, my hands are clean. I always believe in washing your hands before you cook dinner or even, clean the kitchen. But got my onions all cut up. And don't that look like a whole bunch of onions, y'all? That's a lot, isn't it? But you want to kind of separate your onions. Now, I'm not saying I'm an expert at this dish. This is my second time cooking this dish, but I'm telling you, the first time it turned out very well, which I was very happy. And my daughter ate pretty good, and so did her company. So, yeah. He was very proud because he was very impressed to think that American people will come over here and actually learn how to cook, a little bit about their culture and learn how to cook their food. Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all know I'll make some pancakes and some sweet baby Ray's barbecue chicken in a minute. But this chicken yassa and fish yassa, absolutely delicious. Okay, so I got some of the onions all separated. Okay. Okay, now you cannot cook this chicken yassa without, okay, this one major ingredient, and it's called Maggie's. It reminds me of some kind of bouillon, you know, like how we used to have the beef bouillons or some kind of bouillon, but you put it into the onions, and you can also put it, when the onions go into the fryer to fry, you can also put it in there as well. It all just depends on which way you want to do it, okay? Now, I've already cooked my first batch of chicken, and my second batch of chicken is frying. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the oil from the chicken that's cooking to cook the onions when the chicken is finished cooking, okay? I hope I said that right, y'all. So I'm using the oil with the chicken juice and chicken seasoning and everything else to fry up the onions when the chicken is done, okay? So, with the onions, okay, now, y'all, in my onions, I am going to add several ingredients, okay? So, I'm going to add maybe about, well, you know what? You know we just jump in there. Just add some of this pepper. I'm going to also add just a little bit of the roasted garlic, even though I've already have some some fresh cut up garlic. I'm going to add some lemon pepper. I'm still going to add a little bit of lemon juice. Add the seasoning that they sell at my store. I cannot tell you what type of seasoning it is, but it's almost like a chili seasoning. I do know that much. I'm going to also add some paprika. And I'm going to add some yellow mustard. This is one of the major ingredients also. And also some vinaigrette? Yep, vinaigrette. Add some of that. See, y'all, I act like I know what the heck I'm doing. Okay? I'm just, hey, I'm going to play this role. If it look like I know what I'm doing, I'm going to go with it, okay? So, y'all, let me add this all up. And then when you put it in there, you're just going to stir it up. Now, some stuff you may want to add tablespoon, teaspoon. For me, I'm just going to go with it, and I'm just going to just dip, okay? So I'm just going to sprinkle my little, start with some pepper. All right, y'all. And I promise y'all, this is not going to be a cooking show. I'm not changing my plate. I just want to just show y'all just a little bit of what I eat over here. This is lemon pepper, y'all. Okay. Okay, so we're going to season up the onions. Put a little bit of my roasted garlic on there. I know it looks like a lot, but y'all, I have a lot of onions in here. Matter of fact, I cut up about 8 onions, about 8 of them. Okay, and y'all may not want that much onions, but y'all, I love onions. I love it, I love it, I love it. Put a little bit of this seasoning in there, just a little bit, not too much. Okay. All right. Let's see. So a little bit of paprika, just a little bit. And mustard. Now, some people use a tablespoon, but mustard is the main thing. So let me get myself a tablespoon and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I got pretty much a tablespoon of mustard. Okay, throw that in there. I probably, because of the amount of onions that I have, I probably do 2 tablespoons. Only because of the amount of onions I have. I have a whole lot of onions. I'm making a big dish, so I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. And then also, I'm just going to sprinkle my vinaigrette. Or vinegar, or whatever. I don't want to say the wrong thing. This is grape vinegar, but you know what though? This grape vinegar was not bad at all. Okay, me and this thing finna fight. Okay. And now, hey cat. Okay, y'all. Yeah, y'all know I got animals just running through my thing. You know what? I ain't gonna fuss because it could have been a monkey. So, and I'm just sprinkling a little bit of lemon juice on it, and that's it. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like after you stir everything together. Okay, y'all, so I have mixed up all my onions, and I'm sorry about the lighting in here, y'all. It's not the brightest light, but it is evening time over here, so I'm just trying to get dinner together for tonight. So I mixed all my ingredients up, okay, and that's what it's looking like. So it's other words, you pretty much kind of like flavoring the onions. That's what it sounds like. It seems like we're gonna just flavor the onions a little bit, okay? Give y'all a closer look at that. Okay, so once you get everything in there, even the Maggi, or they also have another one called Jumbo. Okay, it looks just like this, just different packages, different name, called Jumbo. You can also put 1 or 2 cubes of the Jumbo in this mix. It depends on how much onions you're cutting. Because I cut up 8, I did use 2 of the Maggi's. Okay, so now I'm gonna let it sit here. It's supposed to sit for about 15 minutes. So while my chicken is cooking for the 15 minutes, okay, I'm gonna turn my chicken, and when the chicken is done cooking, I'm gonna put it all in the dish, and then I'm going to put my onions in the oil and let it fry it up. And once the onions start frying, and they start kind of, like really sweating, because they do make their own juice too. Once they start sweating and just after that, y'all, you just put a little bit of water in it. Then after that, you put the chicken in with the onions, okay? I'll show y'all. Be back in a second. Okay, y'all. So the chicken is now done. So I'm just gonna take my chicken off the eye. And put it in a bowl where it could drain the grease a little bit, drain the oil. And normally, y'all, I don't really fry too much because I've tried to come over here to Africa to make myself, get healthier. So, but that's why I use olive oil instead of just vegetable oil, okay? Okay. Now, in this oil, I'm getting ready to put the onions, all right? So we're gonna put the onions. So we got the onions in the pot. I know this eye just looked like it just went down. I probably put so much onions in there, but that's the biggest pan I have, y'all. But, boy, them onions look good. I love some onions. Okay, so we're gonna just let that fry. Let that fry up for a few minutes. And when it starts sizzling and everything else, I'm gonna put the other batch of onions that I have in there. Yes, I cooked up a whole lot of onions, y'all. I cut up a whole lot of onions. Then when the onions, though, just to let y'all know, when they finish cooking, then what they do is they put the chicken, grab y'all one, back in the dish with the onions, and then they cover it up. They cover the chicken or the fish, whichever one you're cooking. They cover it up with the onions. Then when it's right before you get ready to cut the eye off, put a little bit, maybe a couple of tablespoons of water in it. It kind of makes the onions even softer. And then your dish is ready. After you put your meat in there, cover it up, put water, your dish is ready. And then what they do is they serve this over white rice. I've seen it served over white rice. So I'm going to let this season up or just fry up a little bit. Let me pull my chicken back out just to show y'all. And I'll show y'all what it looks like in a few seconds. All right, so my onions are pretty much done. So what I'm going to do, especially since I have some extra here, I'm just going to put this extra in a separate bowl so I can save it for tomorrow night. Because I think what I'll do is, yeah, since we made so much, what I think I'll do is I'll cook this up tomorrow night. So that means that the season is on there. Tomorrow is going to marinate for a whole day. Oh, them onions are going to be on. Y'all already know. But these are done. I'm going to put them in a pot with this chicken. And I'm going to put put the onions on top of the chicken and just let it all simmer for about a few minutes. And dinner is served. Okay, y'all, so I have got my pot. I put my chicken at the bottom. And I am now putting onions in the pot. And I know y'all probably wondering why I'm using this electric eye on top of my cabinet, just in case y'all did, on my counter. My stove is a gas stove. And right now, where I'm located, the part of town where I'm located, they don't have any propane tanks that's got propane in it for me to use my oven, my stove. So we had to go get us a countertop cooker just for us to be able to cook. Some of the things, you just have to be prepared for. That's all. Not mad about it. We've been doing pretty good. I do miss the oven, even though the oven don't work. The oven don't work right now, but I do miss the oven. Because also, this chicken yassa could also be cooked in the oven if you want to bake it instead of frying it. If you want to bake it instead of frying it, you can do that. Okay? All right. And I'm just going to put this pot right here and switch the eyes. Okay, y'all, it's time to plate. So it's gonna go from this to this. Does that not look good? Yes, this is what you call chicken yassa. And y'all, I'm getting ready to throw it down. It is delicious. All right, y'all, I just want to do something different. I want to just show y'all some African food here. Chicken yassa and fish yassa taste great also. So I'll tell y'all what, I'll have a link to the same video that I looked at that showed me how to cook this. So I'll put that link in there, and I'll also put a list of the ingredients, and y'all should go for it, okay? Because when you come to visit, there's no McDonald's, there's no Chick-fil-A, there's no Red Lobster, there's none of that. This is what you're going to have to get yourself to start eating, okay? All right. Y'all have a good one. Fatima out.